Hey, see, it's not a Sailor of the Year thing.
We're not doing the music again today. Give Bree a break. But we
Boo!
back. We are back.
My
Yawn.
favorite.
We are back. Welcome to another edition of Frank Presents the Play Call. It's the team is full effect, and we got our guest. What is our guest analyst? Want to call him? our
Yeah, you
Our
can say
guest,
that. You can
our
say that.
guest
our
host.
guest host, a Giants residential expert. You know what I'm saying? Here on the call with us, Nikki. Can you turn your camera on, please? Because you had it on 2 seconds ago. Don't do that, Nikki. How you doing today?
I'm great. Blessing Holly favor.
Yeah, there you go. June, what's going on with you, brother? How you doing?
Y'all can't help it. Y'all can't help it.
I am doing well. I'm alive. That's all that matters. Good to see you guys. Ben got the New York
Hey,
Yankee thing going on.
Ben was
that picture in the background, real good. June cut off, but the three of us, we in there.
seeing.
Hey, you got. Hey, I had to watch your elbow. Kept poking me in my stomach.
What's June?
Gosh, get away.
June, what stomach? You ain't got no damn stomach, June. June, you been the same size as I met you.
Not a curl on his.
Yeah,
No,
not even a piece of a love handle. I struggle. I gotta wear a faja when I take pictures. Yo, Ben, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing great. Just got to work. My boy got paid today. My team is playing the Eagles, so I can't really complain. Happy to be here.
All right.
Okay.
Bree,
Wait, Ben. My boy just got paid.
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm ready to get this started. So take it away.
You want to do the Nikki? You got your paper?
Sure. Pick 'em. Hold on, let me look. June won. No, Bree. No. Frank won. Frank won week 13. I think he had. But Frank won, and then name came in. Whatever his name is.
June.
Whatever. I don't remember. I came, and then it was just the rest of them. But I know Frank won this last week. I don't have my paper.
Listen.
I think he had 13 correct.
I was one off from winning the pot.
Included the tie or your current ties or what?
We count all the games.
I don't think I counted the time for ours, but regardless, even if I counted the time, Frank had won that.
You got to count it because it doesn't go either way. You know what I mean? So let's recap real quick. Buffalo went into New England and beat down on my Patriots 24-10. Steelers at Falcons 19-16. Steelers, they found their rhythm, I think. I see some good chemistry going there. Packers went to Chicago 28-19. Aaron Rodgers still owns them. Jaguars went to Detroit 40-14. Lions. They're the real king of the jungle. Jets at Vikings close
Don't
game.
be lame all your life.
But Vikings prevailed 27-22. Commanders at New York. This one I picked Commanders. And of course, in New York Giants fashion with the Commanders, they wanted to tie 2020. So nobody won. Nobody lost. However you want to see it. Titans at Eagles. Titans got destroyed 35-10. Broncos at Ravens, probably one of the most boring games ever. And then Lamar gets hurt in this game, but Ravens pull out the win 10-9. I have a question about the Ravens later on. Browns at Texans. The anticipated return of Deshaun Watson was short-lived by a lackluster performance, but the defense showed up and put up a lot of points. Browns won 27-14. Seahawks at Rams, 27-23. Seahawks. Dolphins at 49ers, what they thought was going to be a great game, was another molly-whopping experience. Dolphins lost. They scored 17, and the 49ers put up 33 despite Jimmy G breaking his foot in the game, and they starting their third-string quarterback, the last pick in the draft, Purdy. Chiefs at Bengals. Another epic game. 24-27 Bengals. Joe Burrow, Joe Shiesty, Joe, whatever you want to call him, showed that he ain't worried about it. He done beat the Chiefs 3 times in 1 year. Chargers at Raiders, 20-27. Raiders. Colts at Cowboys, 19-54, with the Cowboys putting up 33 points in the fourth quarter. Then Monday Night Football, we had another I would say lackluster game. 16-17. Saints at Bucks. Bucks won 17. Brady put up 14 points in the last 4 minutes of the game. I texted him at halftime and said that Nikki said it was his fault they were losing the game. And he told me to go to bed.
I didn't say it was his fault, but
no, you can't. But anyways, so you're gonna say it was his fault that they won too?
no, what I said was Brady had some bad throws. He overthrew a lot. Some throws were not spot on, and that is the truth.
So now let's stay on this, right? Because I'm glad you said that. Do you feel that some of his passes that he throws off, he's doing it to protect the receiver and the defender at the same time? Can I ask that question? So when he has a screen pass, a short on the flat, and he throws it low because he knows that the defender's coming to hit the receiver or the running back, that's not protecting? That's a pass.
You know how many throws in the fourth quarter that it was protecting?
Oh, I'm not saying they all like that. I'm saying some are like that. That's all I'm saying. But
in the fourth quarter, none of them were like that.
I mean, no.
None of it was like that.
I watched it. I watched the game.
Julio had to go and grab one, and he had 18 million defenders behind. He could have got knocked the fuck out.
It was hard for me to do it. It was hard for me to do that.
Yeah, Julio caught it, though. Julio caught it. Listen here. What I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna sit here and I'm glad she did this because I've been waiting all day. I've been so waiting.
I'm laughing because she said Julio and June was like,
he did it. June did it.
No, this is okay.
June did it.
I'm not gonna let you know.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No, because what I'm not gonna do is sit here and I'm not gonna disagree with you. There are some throws that he's off. Like I said in the text, he was 0 for 3 and 20 plus yards.
Okay.
And I even said, stop going to Mike Evans. Stop it. They're not in sync. I would incorporate more likely Julio, even Perriman and Godwin. I would go back to what made him successful in New England is go to the mid-range, short passes, and eventually go deep. But their struggle's not only on Brady. Their struggle that game was not because Brady was horrible. That whole team is horrible. You know what I'm saying? As a whole. Like they're not even starting their starters in the secondary. They're not getting to the quarterback like they used to. They can't run the ball. Their offensive linemen are picked up from 59th Street and 7th, and they coming on the plate. They only got one starter from the season there, and Tristan Wirth went out. Jensen went out at the beginning of camp. So, I mean, I'm not saying that Brady's perfect by no means. That's not what I'm saying. But for you to say that they struggles is his fault, nah, that's not 100%.
Frank, right? Because we had this conversation before, right? We cannot pick and choose when we want to glorify an individual and when we want to put an individual down. You either take it off or you take none, right? Because you want to say here in the last third of the Tom Brady did his shit. Well, the whole 16 all 3 quarters, he wasn't doing this shit. I mean, at the end of the day, it is a team sport, you know? And it starts with Tom. So when he throws these stupid ass throws or these dumb ass passes, and it's like, what are you doing? I'm going to say that. And then when he's back on his square, I'm gonna say, I see what you're doing.
No. So now what I want you to say, Nikki, is that they won the game because he know how to play football. Say that.
I'm not saying that.
Oh, then get out of here. Get out of here.
No, it's true. It's true.
Hey, you're done talking.
If you want to, stop. If you want to continue to have the title of GOAT, you must perform as such. Period. This year.
That was bad comment.
I'm not taking it. No, I'm not taking it.
Huh?
I can't take it away. I can't take it from him.
Yeah.
But if he does bad, I'm going to say he's doing bad.
And I've agreed with you. I have. And there's been some games I'm as a fan, I'm like, yo, what are you doing, bro? But like Bree like to point.
And even Michael Jordan had some bad seasons.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean he's still not
and people will remind him. I can't take a title. I can't take a title. What I'm saying is when you have a title, people expect you to live up to your title and to perform to your title, right? So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate sometimes. The grace that we'll give somebody else for having bad, you don't get the same grace.
You said it best there. No, you said it best right there. Is when people expect something out of you because that's what you've been given. When you don't give it, people will hold you to it. You're 100% correct. 100%. I like that right there. What you said was good. And now, Bree, we're going to go to the next topic. Fix your face, yo, before I turn your camera off.
Go away.
Hey, June, you know, somebody start getting certain accolades and they want to act funny. You know what I mean?
Please do not start. And don't get him started, Frank. Don't do it. Don't do it.
The next topic, you'll see Toby in the background. So the next topic that we have is yesterday, we were informed that a co-host of ours won Junior Sailor of the Year. So let's all congratulate Nikki for winning her Sailor of the Year board. She's the Sailor of the Year 2022.
Let's go.
Why'd you do that, Frank?
Just messing because she's covering her camera up. No, listen, that is big. That is big. Nikki,
amazing.
Now, you work hard. Yeah. Do your thing. You prepare. You ask help. You know, that's big. Now, I wish you the best moving forward. I hope you win it for the entire thing. All you gotta do is make board, and you took it out of people's hands, and you're gonna get it. So I love it. I love to see you win. It'll be awesome that on the way out, I can see you put them khakis on. So keep doing it.
It's June's fault. He over here giving gifts away as a lucky souvenir, and now now I'm gonna have to utilize them.
You ain't got no choice.
Whatever. Shut up. Okay. Next.
Okay. So the next topic, we have Lamar Jackson got injured. And he sprained his knee. So he has a small little MCL tear in his knee, out for 1 to 3 weeks, less likely to play this Sunday. We said it last week.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm when I say this, it's gonna strike up another question. So anybody feel free to jump in. I think Lamar, he was already battling other hurt. He was already hurt. He wasn't feeling well, and just put him over the top. And the fact that he didn't come back in the game says a lot. I don't know. We've debated this plenty of times. Should he have took the money? Should he have not? Now he's hurt, and the Ravens don't like paying. Ed Reed said that they won't pay, and now I think he just gave him an excuse not to pay. You know, especially if he can't come back in time to make a run for the playoffs and go deep into it. But the next thing that I see is Huntley. Huntley's a good quarterback. Huntley can throw the ball. He's actually more accurate, I think, than Lamar is in the time that he's played, and he can run the ball. So with Lamar getting hurt, will the Ravens now say, hey, we're not going to pay you. You're free to test the market because we believe that Huntley can go forward. I hope it's not major, but I don't know, man. I think he should take that money now that he's hurt. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I think
money too.
Who's gonna go?
Oh, go ahead, Jim. Sorry.
No, I think he's still gonna get paid regardless. I think if this was a talent show, he did enough to win the audience over with everything that he's done throughout the season. He is carrying that team. And I think it will not hurt his stock whatsoever. Honestly, I don't think it's gonna hurt his stock whatsoever. And I think the team is being really cautious. He probably did want to come out, but the team was like, nah, man, we're in this verge that maybe Huntley could get us to the playoffs, wild card, or whatever the case is, and you could come back for that. So no, I don't think it hurts his stock at all.
So now you say he's gonna get paid, right? Hold on, Nick, my bad. You say he's gonna get paid. Is he gonna get paid with the Ravens or another team?
That's hard. That's the tough question right there. Because I don't have faith in the Ravens treasurer. I don't have faith in the Ravens treasurer.
Well, go ahead.
I know what team is going to pay him because this is a whole other season at the quarterback, including mine. So
I can see him going to the Lions.
I don't know.
Go, Nikki.
What you was going to say, Nick?
So I agree with June. I think Lamar has done enough for people to know what they can get from him. You get what I'm saying? Like, um, I think the Ravens, shit, they just don't want to pay. Um, oh, okay, look at Biggie, y'all. Look, Bree, you see Biggie?
You got a
You
dog?
see?
No, she's at her friend's house. Remember, she's
Oh,
Of course, I don't have that.
oh my God.
Oh, Toby just popped his head up when he made that noise.
Yeah, that's the thing. Look at him, look at him, look at him, look at him, look at him. Hey, Biggie, say hi to them at the podcast. Tell them hey. Yeah, so I think he's done enough to, you know what I'm saying, to not have to do extra for people to see his work. Honestly, I really don't. But I think the problem I have, it's not a problem. I understand wanting to be paid what you think your worth is, right? But I also understand the team. Like, you might think you're worth this, but we haven't gone to the big screen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we haven't made it somewhere where I'm like, I should, or I feel like my hands are tied, shit, the Cowboys did it with Dak. At that time, they ain't make it to the big screen either. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what team will want to pull that trigger with what Lamar thinks he deserves. And I say things, and I'm not saying that he doesn't. I'm not even saying he does. You know what I mean? Um, I don't know, but I don't think he needs to do extra because let's be honest. The things that Lamar do, um, a lot of other teams which their player would do it, and other teams that their player that do it, they're like, oh, that's I see a little bit of Lamar in that person. I see a little Lamar in that person. So you already know that he's worth something. You know what I mean?
So I think that the lack of accomplishments does play a part, right? I mean, if you compare him to Herbert, which not even, but he's one of the top quarterbacks in the AFC. Mahomes, Joe Shiesty, Lamar. If you look at all four of those, the only difference between him and like Mahomes got 2 Super Bowl appearances with a Super Bowl ring and MVP. Burrow went to the Super Bowl. Lamar has the NFL MVP like unanimous decision. So it's like, where does he fall out? Like you said, not going deep into the playoffs, not making that run. I think what got Joe Flacco the money he got was that he won a Super Bowl with the Ravens, despite it being more of a defensive thing. But he won a Super Bowl and he got paid. I think if Lamar would have went there, and I think that's the only knock on Lamar really is his lackluster performance in the playoffs and how far he's gone in the playoff. June's right. He carries that team on his back, but it goes for nothing when you don't go far, because like you said, expectations are set. We expect them to go far, especially when you're in a division where, the Steelers are not dominating like they used to. The Browns are still trying to find their way. And now you got the Bengals kind of like coming alive. Is your window closing? You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like I have to go in another direction? I agree.
What happened?
I agree with that too. I think the Ravens is still gonna pay him. I don't think as much as what Deshaun is getting, but I think they're gonna pay him around $2 million. I think they're gonna pay him around $2 million. And I think he agrees with that.
$2 million.
$2 million. $200 million. Excuse me.
But
200 million.
You said $2 million. What? $2 million.
$200 million. If the Ravens don't pay him, I can see him go to the Bucks or somewhere like that because they have the weapons, or even I don't know, probably San Francisco, probably San Fran. I don't know if they're gonna pay him, but because Brady's gonna retire.
I said that. I told Bree that, Ben. I said, what about he can go to the Bucks? Because Brady, I don't know. I don't know if he's retiring or he's going to leave. And the reason I say that is something the Herd said, he's not happy with Tampa no more. It's just like, he doesn't look the same as he did before.
He's about to soon. Breaking news, Brady got a new girlfriend.
Who he got?
Some Instagram baddie model.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what City Boys is out here. Anyway,
3 minutes ago.
But yeah, he can go anywhere. And he can go to teams that need him. Like, honestly, the 49ers would do great. That was around before. Yeah, anyways, we'll talk about that offline. So, I think he go to 49ers too. That's not a bad team with the weapons they got. And the defense. That's another thing. The Ravens defense isn't hitting like they used to.
Like it used to.
And it puts a lot of pressure on the offense, But yeah.
So is it Purdy season? Let's talk about Purdy and that amazing performance that he gave against the Dolphins. So Jimmy G is out. Originally he was out for the season due to a broken foot. Yesterday he got his foot evaluated. He does not need surgery. Could come back in about 7 weeks in time for the playoffs. Do you think that Purdy can continue to win games and keep them in the playoffs? Well, I think they're in the playoffs, but keep them in the number 3 spot in the NFC, because they're number 3 in the NFC right now.
Who wants to go first?
Yeah, man. I'm short and sweet with this one.
Okay, go ahead,
June. Go ahead, June.
Short and sweet. No, I think Purdy is one of those players
we can't see you. You look like a ghost. Like you're gray.
Can you hear me though? I mean,
yeah, I can hear you, but it's just like it's like a silhouette, like a shadow.
I know, because I got this image in the background. I'll take it out a little bit. So, no, he's not the answer. He's one of those players that nobody's seen videotape on him. You can't study somebody that never plays. So now that he's in there, he's making all these great plays. Now he's going to get studied. And on the next game, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't do much, unless he's like a game manager or something like that. Then that's one thing. But no, I really don't.
My bad.
I really don't think so. I don't think he has the experience to carry them any further than where they should be.
I didn't ask, like, is he like, like the answer for them, but do you think he can continue to win games and be successful until Jimmy comes back?
No.
No?
I just said no. That was just like a good game for him. Hey, good for you, buddy.
Against Miami?
I think he can, because the defense is good. All he really had to do was throw the deep ball, and McCaffrey. That's really it.
And then look at that defense that he played against.
They had no tape on demand.
I know, but did you watch the game?
Yeah, of course. I had my little thing here. They had no tape. Yes. What do you mean? Yes, I was. I watch every single game almost, but they had zero tape on demand. You can put anybody in there.
No, you're absolutely correct about that. So you think from now on, for the rest of the season until Jimmy comes back in 7 weeks, that he's not going to win that one game, or keep them?
I don't know their schedule, but
they have the Bucks, Seahawks, Commanders, Raiders, and Cardinals.
Who they play next?
The Bucks.
Oh,
yeah. No, I don't think he's going to beat the Bucks. I'm sorry. The Bucks defense is if the Bucks defense do what they did the last game, which they look kind of good. Not the offense, the defense.
Who's playing the Bucks?
The 49ers. We're talking about Purdy.
The backup quarterback is going to play against the Bucks. So no, I don't think that he's going to take him anywhere.
I think he looked pretty good. I think he looked good.
So here's what I'm going to say.
They should have picked up Baker.
He made good decisions in the game, from what I heard.
In a short period of time.
Yes, I didn't see the game. This is coming from players that played the game and saw the game and were like, oh, what they saw. That they saw he made good decisions. But like June said, to his point is they don't have no film on him. They don't know anything. Now, he might show great poise. He might have that it factor to survive the game against the Dolphins. We thought the Dolphins were a better team. Now, the Dolphins are a great team, but you also have a great defense, which I think me and June looked up. The 49ers are number one in almost every category except two in defense. So they're arguably number one defense all around, not just scoring, but I mean all around. And they shut down the Dolphins. However, I think that this upcoming weekend against another strong defense, another top 5, top 10 defense, you're going to see if he can survive or not. We already know the Bucs offense is struggling, so we know the 49ers are going to be able to put some damage there. Can Purdy do enough to win? If he wins against the Bucs defense, if he can put up some points and move the ball, I think it says a lot about where he's at and if he's a talent ready to go now or not. You know what I'm saying? I have my camera off because I'm cleaning up a spill on aisle 10.
Yeah, hey, I agree everything that Frank said. So I'm gonna stick to my guns and I'm gonna say no, he's not the answer. However, if he does beat the Bucs, then this would be a different conversation next week. I give him that much credit.
I think he can win probably like 3 games until Jimmy comes back. It shouldn't be that hard. Like they probably beat the Seahawks. You said what?
I give him 3 max too.
Yeah. I see them beat the Seahawks, the Commanders, and probably the Cardinals. But other than that, I don't.
I mean, who they playing? Who's the next besides the Bucs? Who are they playing?
Seahawks,
the Commanders, Seahawks, and
Raiders and Cardinals.
Raiders and Cardinals.
All right, so let's look at that, right? So we got the Seahawks, who
thank you. Mm-hmm.
Got the Seahawks where Geno's playing pretty good football and their defense isn't
correct.
That. We have an inexperienced quarterback. Then the Commanders, who are the only team to beat the number 1 team in the NFL, which is the Eagles.
Thank you.
And Heineke has almost upset Brady in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not gonna be a cakewalk. It already depends on how he responds to. So let's say that the Bucs pick him off a few times and they give him a work. How does he respond to that? You know what I'm saying? Does he come back? Does he start getting rattled? We knew Joe Shiesty was amazing. He didn't get rattled, but he's probably unique compared to anybody else. I'm not gonna say it's a pushover, but they are playing some good teams coming up.
Especially Geno. That's Nikki's favorite.
That's not my favorite, but I agree. Like, y'all counting people off that right now. You know, you just threw them away like it was a guarantee. And I know y'all not saying that, but you're saying against teams that ain't. You can't just look past them.
No, you can't. And
we're not looking at them. It's just I would want him to be successful after that victory and after that game that he played last Sunday.
So let's play devil's advocate. What if he comes in there and plus great? Right? No, let's think about it. So okay, let's look at it. Let's be realistic, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of first round picks be busts. Baker, Jamarcus Russell. I mean, Baker's not a bust. He had his run, but he's been struggling lately, right? But we see a lot of 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th round, 6th, 7th round picks that have come out and done great. Russell, when he was doing well, was not a first round pick. Brady was 6th. Aaron Rodgers wasn't a number 1.
Kirk Cousins, I guess.
Say who?
Kirk
Cousins. Yeah, he's pretty decent. He's a manager.
My man.
But I agree.
No Kirko.
I agree.
Hello, Kirko Bean.
That teams that we might say they might not struggle against have been putting up good numbers. The Seahawks are playing very well with players, with young players. But Brady be the answer. I don't know. I do think they should have went after Baker. That's just me. I think Baker could have managed the game for them to win. But you know, that's what I got.
Okay.
Nikki, I just wanted to know that when you chimed back in, I knocked my soda over to let you in the room. And I had soda all over my desk, my keyboard.
So you're saying it's Nikki's fault?
No, I was just excited to get her back on the call with us.
So this next one is specifically mainly for Frank. So on Undisputed today, Shannon Sharp. I don't know what to do because Frank's gonna. I don't know how Frank's gonna react. And I agree. Okay. Mm-hmm. Shannon Sharp says that Bill Belichick deserves 100% of the blame for the Patriots' downfall.
Yes.
What? Yep. But he said that he is being stubborn for not going out to find an offensive coordinator and staying in his circle. He let Brady go, and he is hurting Mac Jones's career.
So, come in. What's up? So the thing, here's why I say it's his fault. One, he's a GM of the team. So you didn't go out and get an offensive coordinator. You're too stubborn. Your ego and your pride get in the way. It got in the way against the Eagles in the Super Bowl. It got, in my opinion, it got in the way with the Giants in both Super Bowls. You think that you're so beyond other people that you don't adjust. You don't do anything to overcome certain things. Now, as great as a coach as he is, and this is where I have to, and I think he's up there. Like, to me, there's Vince Lombardi, and then there's Bill Belichick. But the truth is, and the argument has always been, who was he before Brady and who was he after Brady? And then who was he with Brady? And with Brady, winning. Before and after Brady is losing. You know damn well Matt Patricia's not going to you got a young quarterback that you got to mold, but you don't go out and get the right people for it. You don't. And unfortunately, it's his pride. It's his lack of adjustment in the NFL today. They were talking about this on Speak for Yourself, and Shady McCoy was like, "Oh, Andy Reid. Andy Reid did well." And Andy Reid was also the oldest, the most winning head coach with our Super Bowl until they won with Mahomes. He went to 4 NFC championships in a row and lost all of them. Went to 1 Super Bowl and lost to Bill Belichick in the Super Bowl. So I wouldn't say that. But the issue I have with Belichick is, when are you going to stop and just adjust, pivot, get an offensive coordinator, get somebody offensive minded. So yes, I agree. It is his fault. 100%. 100%.
Now, do you think him taking, having both those roles as the GM and the head coach is also what's
Yes.
That's what I'm looking for. Hurting him.
Yes.
Hurting the team.
Because he doesn't draft well. He does not. The Patriots they don't, okay, defenses, good. Corners, linebackers, defensive ends, all that, he's good. He gets that. Jamie Collins, Jones, Hightower, McCourty, who's my man that just retired 2 years ago? Damn, I can't think of his name right now. But anyway, he went and got the guy that played for the Colts now.
Gilmore
from the Bills. He knows how to get defensive players. What he doesn't do good on, in my opinion, is offensive players. He got lucky with Gronk. He got lucky with Brady. Edelman was a 6th-round, 7th-round pick to be a punt returner, and he used Edelman on both sides of the ball, all 3 sides of the ball, special teams, defense, and offense. He hasn't hit the numbers. Look at N'Keal Harry. He was our 1st-round pick wide receiver since, I want to say, Deion Branch, who was a Super Bowl MVP. But other than that, he's missed the mark. So yes, I blame him 100%. 100%. But you know who else I blame? Robert Kraft, because Robert Kraft does not make him go either make a GM from somebody else or go get an offensive coordinator. You are the owner. While we criticize Jerry Jones for being so involved and too involved in the mix, Robert Kraft, I think, should be a little bit more involved in the mix when it comes down to not the players, but the coaching and management of the team. I think he should be a little bit more vocal. That's just me. Sorry if I took too long.
No. Anybody else have anything?
Yeah. Hey, if last game didn't show that, I mean, that whole OC thing is just probably the craziest thing aside from the Colts hiring Saturday. I don't know what is. It's like the Colts hire Saturday, and then Bill Belichick has that crazy offensive coordinator duo Ninja Turtle thing going on. I don't know what's going on over there right now.
Mac Jones has what?
He said,
throw the fucking
what
ball.
did he say? He said, throw the fucking ball.
The fucking
Our running game is trash. Or is
he said it. He was cursing. I've never seen a Patriot player lash out like that, except Brady to Bill O'Brien one time on the sidelines. But the thing about it is this. In the last 4 weeks, I showed this, and Bree hit it on the head. Mac Jones has 4 touchdowns and a 70% completion rate in 4 games and 0 interceptions.
He averages 1 touchdown a game.
Yeah, and what's the weakest link there? And using Nikki's words, is the touchdowns. The touchdowns. The Patriots have a good way of running the ball. They have good running backs. They don't focus on the run game. Mac Jones can throw the ball. Just let him cook. Let him make the mistakes he's gonna make. It's not like you're not gonna go to Super Bowl this year, bro. You might not even make the playoffs. In that division is real tight. You got the Bills, you got the Dolphins, you got the Jets. You know what I'm saying? Who Robert Saleh built up a good defense, has a good offense, has good little. You know, they're managing it. They're doing well. The Bills are suspect. Let's just be honest. But the Bills got their number. The Bills got the number because, and I said this to somebody, the Patriots don't do well. The Patriots defense does not do well containing a moving quarterback like the Allen, the Jacksons, and stuff like that. Because once they get out in the open, now you got to chase. So, and you saw what he did. This motherfucker, they missed him on a sack, and he throws a little wobble into the end zone for a touchdown to Davis to Davis, who ran back across to get open. So no, it's his fault 100%. 100% his fault.
With the Chiefs losing to the Bengals, right? Who is dominating the AFC right now? Because
you said the Chiefs?
Dolphins.
You said Dolphins?
Oh, no, sorry. The way I wrote it, I wrote Eagles are still dominating the NFC with the Chiefs and Dolphins losing this Sunday. Who is dominating the AFC?
It's still the Chiefs.
You still think it's
still the Chiefs?
Yeah, it's still the Chiefs.
I think something different.
I think the Dolphins are still dominating the AFC.
No.
Yeah. Hey, hold on. Let me tell you what I told Frank was it earlier today, Frank? I think it was earlier today.
Yeah.
Tua has played almost damn near like the MVP since he got back from his concussion. Hasn't lost a game.
Yeah.
He was destined to have a game like he had. And now that he had that game, depending on how he bounces back in the next game or so, is going to really determine how that team is going to get carried moving forward. I still think that the Dolphins are doing what they're supposed to be doing with the weapons that they have, unlike the Chargers. That's a different topic.
That makes sense. No, you're right.
Hold on.
I'm gonna say Bengals. Man, and I'm gonna tell you why. Not too many people gonna go against Mahomes, lose the lead, and get it back. It's something about Joe Burrow, man, and that team. It's him. It's him. And
Timothy. He is him.
Yeah. He doesn't get rattled. It reminds me of Brady. He doesn't get rattled. He knows, hey, I got time.
I knew you was gonna bring Brady in this, Nikki. I was waiting for it.
Because I normally wouldn't compare anybody to Brady, but all the commentators do. They say, look, he's composed in the pocket. He knows how to.
Very calm. He is very calm.
Very calm, and that makes a difference. Mm-hmm. That's the difference. So while Tua's playing great, and he was he hasn't lost a game that he started from beginning to end up until last week. But they also lost to a team that lost their starting quarterback. They looked mediocre against that defense. They did. But Joe Shiesty finds...
But Tua got injured that game too. He hurt his ankle.
So here we go. That's the injury, right? But you look at Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. What's their biggest name? Chase? Mixon's out. Mixon's out right now. Joe's was it P-Ron, whatever his name is? This dude's playing great ball. And they haven't even started incorporating that tight end Hurst. You know what I'm saying? This guy's out there, man. Look, to me, so I tell you what, dangerous team is gonna be the Bengals. I think if you give the Bengals an inch, they run it up in your asshole and you're gonna feel it all day.
You didn't have to use that analogy.
I'm just saying that's what it's like. They not.
I thought Bray was like,
How do you know that's what it's like?
No, I'm not. I don't know how that's like. I'm just saying that from what I see, a lot of teams
I'm trying to wake Nikki up.
A lot of teams would have folded against the Chiefs. The minute the Chiefs would have took the lead, they would have folded. Yo, that defense kept Kelsey upright to pull that ball out. They're not scared. That's what I like. They're not intimidated. It's like, oh, all right, that's Mahomes, Kermit the Frog. We got it. Super Bowl ring, heard you. MVP, got it. Probably the most electrifying quarterback in the NFL right now. Understood. But we don't care. We gonna whoop that ass. And they go in there and do it. They do it. I don't know.
But it ain't like they're winning by a whole lot. They're winning by a field goal every single game. And I get winning is winning. I'm not saying that. But I can't give them as much credit as like they were blowing them out every single time. They're winning by a field goal. Dominate.
You're right. No, you're right about that. But it's a lot hard to dominate the Chiefs. Out of all our teams here, all of us, you got the Giants, you got the Pittsburgh Steelers, you got the Jags, and you got the Eagles, and you got the Patriots. What team dominated the Chiefs here?
The Colts.
I'll wait. And we didn't beat them by a lot. We beat them by a touchdown in overtime in the AFC Championship. They mollywopped us in the regular season. So against a team
they whooped our ass in playoffs last year.
You know what I'm saying? So
they beat us by 3 points last year.
Yeah, look, they didn't put up a lot of points. They beat them by 3. But look who you facing. Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, Eric Bieniemy, the offensive coordinator, Spagnuolo on defense coordinator. You got Travis Kelce, the culture appropriator. You have whoever, I don't even know who other receiver they got. I really don't. Who is it?
Excuse me?
Juju, Brees' son.
Okay,
I had to put that in.
Thank you, Ben.
I totally forgot what receivers they had. Honestly, they got Pacheco running the ball, who's a rookie.
I'll play about my child.
Edward St. Hilaire, and they got a defense. And teams can't go in there and do what the Bengals do all the time on them, whether it's on the road or in their home. So I'll take a 3-point win any day over a blowout. No, give me the 3, because you know what that showed me? That they went into the fight. They lost the lead, they got the lead back, and they came and they won. I'd rather a battle-tested team than a team that's always blowing motherfuckers out. That's just me.
That makes sense, Franklin.
That's what I'm saying.
I just want to see him blow him out one time.
But it's going to be hard to blow. The Chiefs got blown out in the Super Bowl. That's the last time. And that's because he didn't have his line. Remember, they gave the excuse that his offensive line was hurt. So, but what else you got, Bree?
I don't know if you put this in here, June or Nikki did, but it says Mahomes crosses the plane and then fumbles, and they call the play a dead touchdown. What's the difference from last week?
So I put that in. I did, because I watched the ball crossed the plane. They called it dead. The ball was coming out of his hand once it crossed the plane, but they said it was dead.
Oh, with the Patriots?
Yeah, but now the Patriots, but not only the Patriots though. So the Patriots, that happened to them, and he caught the ball. Replays later show the hand was under it.
Mm-hmm.
It's been games in the NFL this year that's happened to. Then they even had the pick that I showed, that I put up there, where Kelsey crosses the plane, the ball comes out, and they still count a touchdown. You know what my wife said? Frank, why you getting mad? It's the Chiefs. They're gonna give it to them. I just want consistency from the refs.
Yes, so consistency, but you can't like we all say like we can't blame it just on one team because it's not the team, it's the refs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Consistency. And I don't want to hear that, oh, well, they just won't go to the playoffs and referee a playoff game or Super Bowl game based on their grades. No. It for teams that are winning games like the Eagles, the Vikings, the Bills, people that got their seat for sure, cement the playoffs. They can L and you good. But when you got teams that are trying to get in, just imagine Steelers, us, and the Jags a win away from trying to get in. And you know that's a touchdown, they take it away. But then you see the next week, they give it to another team. That's fucked up. And I get it. It shouldn't come down to one game. I get it. Or one play. I'm sorry. Thank you, Nikki. One play. But come on, man. Sometimes just call the game fair. Call it fair. Call it fair and call it right. That's all I want to see is consistency on the calling. And I didn't say the Giants because y'all gonna make the playoffs probably. I mean, right now it's looking like all 4 NFC teams.
Probably not. I mean, I don't know what I discussed about that, but probably not. But I don't know. We'll see.
Well, that's probably Cowboys number 2 in the division now. Knock them out. Knock them down.
So
Sorry.
No, what else you got? I didn't want to say something without.
Odell Beckham Jr. went to New York. He met with New York.
Mm-hmm.
He just left Dallas, and then he also went to the Mavericks game with Micah Parsons and Trayvon Diggs. He is headed back to Arizona to talk with family about what decision he is going to make. And Micah Parsons said in an interview today that he will be ready to play in 5 weeks. Odell told Micah that he'll be ready to play in 5 weeks. So, also, the Dallas Maverick fans chanted OBJ the entire Dallas Maverick game. Do you see him going back to New York or to Dallas?
Let me start it off. I think, honestly, if I'm him, I don't think he plays this year. I think he plays next year because, 5 weeks, if I'm him, I'll just go wait till, next season to play. I think it's much smarter for him. And plus, he gets more money next year to play next year. So that's what I think. And after what Jerry said today, it's kind of up in the air what he might do. So
Jerry
I don't
did
know at
say
this moment.
they still have to convince him or win him over.
Yeah, because after what he said today, it's, I don't know, crazy.
Nikki,
Wow.
do you see OBJ going back to New York, or do you see him going to Dallas? Nikki is
I
tired.
personally don't think he's going to New York. But I don't know about going to Dallas either. So the thing about going to OBJ's not healthy. He's not 100% right now. So wherever you go, he just about to warm a seat. Cowboys don't mind. They'll like him to come and warm the bench as long as he has the jersey on. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I think when he left New York, it wasn't on perfect terms. So I don't see it as a healthy return. You know what I mean? Like,
what if he pulls a Uno reverse card and goes, I'm taking my talents to Philadelphia with my bro AJ Brown or AJ
Not
Green?
doing that. Not doing that. There's no way he does that.
I don't.
Well, at one point I thought that it was 3 top teams. It was in this order: the Cowboys, the Bills, and New York. Right? Mm-hmm. I thought the best place for real probably would be the Bills.
Bills, yeah.
Right? That's what I would say. But who's going to be number one. Who's going to be number 2?
Mm-hmm.
So
I think that's going to be a
Stephon.
real problem.
I don't think he's going anywhere. His knees hurt still, and they're saying he's
Yeah, I just said that he's not healthy.
so there's already been put out, and now they're talking about who leaked the information out, and they were talking about it on Undisputed that they think the Cowboys leaked it because he went and saw the Dolphins.
That's what I think.
He went and saw the Bills. He saw the Giants, and nobody mentioned anything about his knees still not being good. His knee not being good, and like they said, everybody had to give him a physical. Everybody had to check him out. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to protect your investment. You're not going to give somebody money that can't play. All of a sudden, he goes to
But the Cowboys still want him.
No, so that's the thing that Jerry Jones said he wants somebody that's going to help them win now, not sit. Basically, he doesn't want somebody that's going to sit on the bench. And Odell, for all intents and purposes, will be sitting on the bench, like you said, warming up a seat. So I don't think he's going anywhere. I don't think he'll get signed to a team until after the Super Bowl.
The season.
Yep. And I think at that point he's going to look at where he can go to make the most ruckus. I don't think the Eagles need him. I think the Eagles got enough. They got a great chemistry what they have right now. In their team, and Jalen plays.
I don't think he'll go there anyway.
Yeah, and Jalen keeps playing the way he's playing. That team is going to be crazy for years to come. You know what I'm saying? As long as he doesn't make mistakes, they'll be good. I don't see him going back to the Giants. It was toxic when he left. They called him a diva. It was a lot of bad stuff there. But management's changed. They got different coaches, different GMs. So you never know. To go to the Bills, I don't know if him and Stephon Diggs can coexist. But
I don't either.
He did well playing the second and third role with the Rams and got a ring. So I don't know.
Yeah, but he wasn't playing second then. Think about it. When he played with the Rams during the Super Bowl, he was it until he went down. And Cooper Kupp had to step up. It was this close, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but he was it because they were doubling Cooper Kupp.
Tripling.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, he didn't like he ate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but even when when he went down, it wasn't towards the end. Cooper Kupp actually made a statement. Before that, he was.
That whole team stepped up after he went out. Let's just be honest, defense and offense.
Right.
He was only wide open because he didn't have to be the number one target. Let's just be real. Odell's been injury prone for almost 5 years now. And him being the number
no corner is going to worry about him.
Yeah, and when I got Cooper Kupp, I'm worried about Cooper Kupp. If you put him on a team with, let's say, I'm worried about Stephon Diggs regardless if he's out there or not. So I'm gonna double him. So as long as I'm giving double coverage to somebody's always gonna eat. And then when the Bills don't have a run game, so I'm not worried too much about the running ball except Josh Allen. So I have to spy. But you take a team like who's the Eagles. You got to worry about the quarterback running. They got a decent running back. They got a good tight end in Goddard. Then you also have AJ Brown and Sanders or Smith, right?
Devontae Smith.
So if he goes there, he just got to go on the field. You know what I'm saying? And then people don't know what he's going to be like. So to your point, yeah, he ate, but he only ate because I got Cooper Kupp. I have Higbee. I have other people that I got to worry about other than him, but that was their downfall because guess what? He showed up. So I don't know. He ain't going nowhere this year, though. I'll tell you that much. So it is what it is. He'd be all right. He'd still be a free agent.
Yeah, he's gonna get paid this year, though. I say that. So leave it at that.
He wanted, like, right before Thanksgiving, he wanted, I think, 220. He wanted roughly around
220 what?
Yeah, but mil.
No. You said 200.
2 years or two? What you talking about? 2 years, 20 million?
Like a contract. Like he wanted like 200 mil.
No.
He's not getting that. I'm sorry,
no.
but I love the guy, but he's not getting that. No.
Yeah, me and my grandma were watching it on the news right before my flight.
No. Would you give him 200 mil?
No. My grandma was like, well, I guess he's not coming to New York.
I gave him 2 years, 20 million. I'll do that.
Nikki, you give him 200 mil for the Jags?
No. I'm talking for Nikki. No.
Don't do that. She's a strong woman. She don't need to talk for her. Nikki?
I mean, that's a lot of money. Lord Jesus. I wouldn't give nobody.
Give me.
Give June the $200 million. Shit.
Yeah, for real.
I
They said it today
I know the
at the Get Up.
$200 million. They get the fuck out of here.
Man, right.
We'll give you $20 million for 2 years with incentives. And out of that $20 million, you get 10 guaranteed.
2 guaranteed.
Hey, so I was watching what is this called? The Get Up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they had Jerry Jones on there, his little, his message. So I mean, they were playing before they found out about his knee. He was super excited. Yeah, we'll take him, blah blah blah. And then they were playing his message from yesterday, where he was just like, well, we kind of need a player that's going to make an impact right now, right? And the reason why I wouldn't say the Bills is because with Von Miller's injury, they're going to need somebody to kind of replace him. So I wouldn't focus too much on the offense, because the offense, they got the players over there. They just have a quarterback that's very selfish. And other than that, Frank, I don't know, man. OBJ already has a ring, which is what he wanted, which is what anybody wants, really. So at this point, I think he would be selfish to go to a team just to win another ring. So if he does go slide into a team that's winning to get a ring, and he takes that, fuck it, I'll be number 2 or I'll be in number 3. Who cares? He's there for another ring. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll be right back.
I wouldn't give him $200 million.
One more topic before the predictions. Baker Mayfield gets released from the Panthers. He gets signed to the Rams.
I know Bree's happy about this. She won the Sam Darnold award, so I'll let her have that.
Listen.
My
best friend's the starting quarterback, number 1, QB1.
Here's what I'm gonna say about that. I said this in the chat when it came up. I think the 49ers should have went after him. That's just me. I think Baker would have did enough to manage the game, right? We've seen him take the Browns to a playoff. So if he could take the Browns to the playoffs, he could definitely take the 49ers to a playoff. They didn't. Obviously, they must see something in Purdy. But when I thought the Rams took
I don't think they could have got Baker anyway, because it was like the Rams were 3rd in the waiver thing.
Well, the Rams got him, and that just tells me that they're not really sold on Matt Stafford. Rams got a young team, and they can actually make a push if they got the right person in the center. McVay has proven to be a little wizard there. So I don't know. I want to see Baker succeed, man. A lot of people are real critical on Baker, and they criticize him, but I don't know, man. I like that with Baker commercials, man. I think
I like Baker. I do. I like Baker too. Maybe they also picked him up too because of the fact that they gave up so many draft picks that they won't have anybody to pick up for so many years, that this is their opportunity to pick up somebody just in case something else happens.
Correct. I agree.
I think it's a great beginning for Baker. I mean, I said this just sounds like a broken record. That's the same thing when he went to the damn Panthers. It's a great start for him. But but no, I think it's good just to go to a different team. This team, they ain't making the playoff. So I mean, shit, man, it's up to him to lose at this point. I don't even know what to say, Baker. I had you back last time, hard too, man. You let me down, cuz.
I mean, this is a good pickup.
Do you think that he's not
performing?
Sorry, go ahead, Ben. Go.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I think Stafford might. I'm gonna use the word might retire this year. I don't know. He might, but we just have to see. But I think this is a solid pickup. You said what?
He's old.
Yeah. So he might retire. So who knows? So maybe the Rams saw something and be like, hey, we got Baker, so do try to do Stafford. Thank you for the ring.
Plus, they don't have a draft pick to get a quarterback anyway, so might as well start now.
Yeah.
I do have a question for y'all after this.
All right, hold on. Go ahead, Nikki.
So you think he underperformed with the Panthers? I don't know if y'all said that. All right, hold on. Let me see everybody. So everybody thinks he underperformed But you know, with the Browns, it took a minute for him to warm up. And when he did, he did.
So
That's a fact.
I think he underperformed with the Panthers, but I think he walked into a situation that was going to take.
That was already.
Yeah, that was going to take a while for him to develop into, kind of like what he did with the Browns. Let's just be clear. He had how many head coaches in his time there? Like 4 or 5, maybe 6, 7, 8, 10. I don't know. Different offensive coordinators. That organization was in shambles, and he still found a way to pull out wins. I remember when Baker first came in the game, oh boy, and he brought this spark to him, and he was throwing the ball, touchdown, and they won that game because he brought a certain energy to it. So I think he underperformed in the Panthers? Yes, I definitely do. 100% feel like he did. And that's why I kind of want to see him go to Rams and get a shot, get a no. Like you said, they're not making the playoffs. So right now, letting him play and figure it out, and you can see what the team really has, is not a bad thing.
June, your question?
So my question to you guys, right now that we're kind of on this topic, but switching to the Rams, do you think that everything, and we talked about this before, but now that the Rams are, what are like 3-7 or something like that?
3-8, 3-9.
So with them being 3-8, 3-9, giving up their entire draft picks to 2058, do you guys think that it's well worth it because they won that one Super Bowl last year?
No, because it's hurting their organization in the future.
And it goes back, what do they consider to be successful?
But it also, because now look, you have Cooper Kupp hurt, right? You have Matthew Stafford. Like, you're having all these players hurt, but you don't have people to pick up because you gave all your draft picks away to replace them.
Well, that's what I'm saying is some people are willing to cut their nose off to spite their face because it's going to get them what they want. They don't think about the long term. So,
but long term is not a good. It wasn't a good decision for them.
I agree with you, but the question really to me was: it worth it to win one Super Bowl? No, it's never worth it just to win one. No, and that's coming.
How about I want Nikki to answer this because she's a Jags fan, right? And I'm not knocking the Jags whatsoever. But would you give up as much as they did so you guys could get your first Super Bowl?
No. You remember I told you they gave away their mama liver. They gave away everything. And let's be honest, they didn't win we all know that they won. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they actually won. But they didn't win, based off of real performance. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. So everything they gave away. And then, okay, now I do understand that sometimes, it's hard to run it back. The way they played since the beginning of one, it only questioned how the fuck did they win? You know what I mean? Like, it magnifies the people like myself, like you, like Frank, like all of us on here that said, hey, if there was 2.5 seconds remaining, the Bengals would have won last year. You know what I mean? It just magnifies that they never sold us on their winning. At the end of the day, they got the title, but the performance wasn't Super Bowl winning caliber performance throughout the entire game. And at the end of the day, you know that for anybody, this is not football, this is for anything. Once you're on top, everybody wants to drag you down. They want to find ways to drag you down, right? And the only way to stay on top is to keep shit fresh. Keep stuff, plug in here and there. And they gave away everything where they could possibly plug in this year to keep themselves fresh. They gave it away. And you gave it away. And last year, we weren't all the way completely sold. So I think it was a lose-lose. Now, I understand now that at least they can say they won. I mean, that is something that they can say, but you gotta think about it. These players are only getting older. Everybody says, and we've said this before, oh, this team was so good, they got it last year. We said that about the Bengals. They struggled the beginning of the year. You know what I'm saying? We said it this year. And they're not the same team that we saw last year. Now they're warming up, but there's never no guarantee. So I don't know. Shit, look at the Bucks. I don't know. They gave away too much, and they gave it away and never really sold us that they gave it away for great. They gave it away for good, but not for great.
Yeah, you're right. I agree. We're about to do the predictions for this upcoming week, but before that, we have an NFL shout out. Can we start doing an NFL shout outs of the week? This NFL shout out. So NFL on CBS posted on Twitter today. Jared Goff this season. He's our NFL shout out for the week. More passing yards than Aaron Rodgers, more pass touchdowns than Tom Brady, fewer interceptions than Patrick Mahomes, higher pass touchdown to interception rate than Josh Allen, and a higher pass rating than Justin Herbert. And an amazing performance on Sunday. Let's give it up
They can make the playoffs too, still. It's crazy.
Let's give it up for Jared Goff. Why are you making that face, Drew?
So I got a question. If the Lions make the playoffs under Jared Goff on his second season there,
oh gosh, I'm gonna say,
was it a mistake to let him go from the Rams?
I knew you were gonna say it. God.
I mean,
Yes.
the Rams won't see
Yes.
it. They won't see it like that because they won the Super Bowl last year.
Right.
After they let his ass go. You know what I'm saying? So they won't see it like that. And then let me tell you something, right? All the time chemistry matters, right? And obviously he was in chemistry however I want to say the word, up with the Rams, and he is with the Lions. Just like we could say that the Broncos took an L. Russell was not doing great with the Seahawks eventually, and he's not doing any better with the Broncos. So it is what it is. Shit, it's now we got to say it's any given season. Shit.
So you brought up Russell.
I know. Don't talk about Russ. I just wanted to make a point, but we can move on past that because.
Is
it Jared
Goff or is it Russell?
So look, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna let it go, right? I must say it's a little bit of both, and I'm gonna tell you why, right? I would like to give Russell, just like I would give anybody, a little bit of grace coming in from a new team. However, I go back to what I said about Brady. When expectation is high from you because you have performed. When he was with the Seahawks, you know how many times we like, hey, he's carrying the team, he's keeping them alive, he's doing this, he's doing that. We have instilled that in you because that's what you did, right? Here we don't see that. We don't see that with the Broncos. So we have to paw you because we don't see where we've already put you, the bar stool that we put you in. But I'll allow him to have grace because a lot of people struggle when they go for another team. You have to find that chemistry. Let's call it what it is. I thought the Bucks did when Brady came the first year. We call him the GOAT. They ended up doing well at the end. You know what I'm saying? But that season that they won the Super Bowl, they weren't firing off on all cylinders either. You know, shit, they got shut out by the damn what I'm about to say Seahawks, but fucking Saints. They lost to the Saints that whole season, but end up winning the Super Bowl at the end of the season. So I'm gonna give him grace, but I'll say this: he needs to turn it around. If the coach, you need to turn it around because now, and I said this before. Hey Russ, what the hell? Because Gino is balling right behind the same line that you had. Okay, so let's just get it together, bro. Let's get it together. Done.
Jared Goff also said that he feels like he's playing the best football that he's ever played this season. So,
I mean, of course you say that when you have successes that you're having. If he didn't have the success, what was he gonna say?
They can make the playoffs.
Only 2 quarterbacks in the NFL have thrown 0 interceptions and at least 120 pass attempts in the last 4 weeks, and he is one of them.
Who's the other
Can you
one?
guess who the other one is?
Mac Jones.
Yeah. No.
He said Mac
Hurts.
Jones.
Russell Wilson.
Who?
He just throws. He does no team catches it. Not his offense, not the defense.
You said Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson throws picks in the end zone.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Was it?
Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett.
I was about to say him, yeah.
KP.
Well, we'll see.
KP.
But
So
he also hasn't played the whole season, so I mean, so golf wins that one.
Y'all want to know the bad thing?
yeah,
We got to
this
watch
last weeks, last
Russ
4
and
weeks.
Baker on days
Oh,
Christmas.
you said 4 weeks.
Yeah,
Okay.
last 4 weeks. Yeah.
You said what?
We got to watch Russ and Baker Mayfield on Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Well, don't sleep, man. Baker might come out and surprise you, bro. Listen.
Yeah.
Right now,
Baker isn't bad. Don't
yeah, I got more
don't do
confidence
that.
in Baker surprising you than Russell.
No, but that's true. But you can say that because, like I said, Russ hasn't stepped up, and Baker is not. That's why I asked. Do y'all think he's underperforming? Right? Like, is it on him? But again, like I said, when we talked about Baker, it took him a while to kind of warm up with the Browns. That might just be who he is. Like, he got to kind of fill it out. He might not even perform the game. He might end up looking better because Russ looked really bad right now. So, you just, man, y'all, not y'all, but people need to give people a little bit of grace. Like, I think at times we expect, and again, and it's fair to say this, right? We expect what we expect from people that we have seen good stuff from. But Baker didn't start doing great. You know what I'm saying? He had a little bit of rough patch. He ended up doing great, but again, these teams have no faith. Like, they just, you're there one day, you're gone the next. Like, and I know that's the business, but it's like, shoot.
But is it really the business?
It looks like it, Frank. Let's be honest.
I know, but it's like we've seen, anybody who's watched football for a long time. You've seen teams stick by quarterbacks, good, bad, or indifference. They stick by them and they weather the storm. McNabb went to the Super Bowl one time, but he stayed on the Steelers the Eagles until he couldn't stay there no more. And I think he went to the Redskins. Well, the now Commanders. I mean, some teams, you're right. Unfortunately, today's society has impacted sports because what's in it for me right now. Nobody wants to build longevity. Everybody wants to win right now. I want a trophy right now. And I'll sell everybody to get that one trophy right now, even if it's one. Where if I could have groomed my team and built a program that's going to last, I could win for 20 years straight and get at least 4 or 5 rings out of that. So you're right.
Mm-hmm. See. All right. Ready, guys? Ready for the
Write my stuff down so I can send it to Sal. So I keep losing. I just donated this year to that league.
Oh my God. I don't want to think about it.
All right, Frank, are you gonna call out the
Oh yeah, I can. Give me a second, please. I will be there shortly. I will be there shortly as soon as okay, ready? Let's go. Who's writing it down? Bree?
Yeah, Bree, write it down for me, please. Sorry. And just send it to me. I don't have my notebook. I don't want to write down a piece of paper.
I'll write it down.
Nikki, you look like you're barely staying awake. Did you watch Riches yet? You had a whole flight. You could have watched one episode. Stop it.
We didn't even taxi. I was like this.
Watch it.
2 or 3 times. I'm like, damn, let me close my mouth.
It's got African people in it. Nikki, stop playing, bro.
I'll watch it.
Are you ready?
Is that the one that we were watching
I'm writing
together?
everyone's names down.
This is a newer one. On Amazon Prime, Riches. It's dope.
Amazon. Okay, I'll see if I can download it and I'll watch it. I go home on Friday, so.
Let me know when you're ready. When you're ready.
All right, I'm ready.
Who's going? What's the order?
Just it doesn't matter. I'll just call out names.
Okay.
Because I wrote it down. I wrote it down literally how my screen looks. Bree, June, Frank, Nikki, Ben.
Okay, so here we go. Raiders at Rams on Thursday night.
Raiders. Fuck Rams.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Raiders.
You're gonna go Raiders, Nikki Raiders?
Yeah. The Raiders are warming up right now too. I mean, but it's like any given Sunday for them too. But the Rams just look so bad. Like the other team just have to do caca for the Rams to find a way to capitalize.
Yeah, Ramsey got cooked on the last play. I was like, yeah, it's over.
Oh
for
yeah,
them.
bye. Yeah. I'm also gonna go Raiders.
I'm
Jim?
going Raiders too.
Raiders.
Okay.
Oh, next game we have Buccaneers at 49ers.
I'm going Purdy season.
You going Purdy?
Mm-hmm.
I am going to go
The disrespect. God.
Bucks.
Okay. June?
Bucks.
Nikki?
She's going 49ers.
Nikki, just stick with the winning team and go 49ers with me. Let's go Purdy. Let's go Purdy together.
So the 49ers are favored by 3.5 points, which I just found out that Vegas automatically give you 3 points when you're the home team. So it could be a 50-50 game.
Oh, we knew that from. We knew it was a 50-50 game.
Nikki, I just want you to pick a team.
Yeah, I
Ben,
haven't picked one yet.
What?
Ben, who you going?
Thomas Edward Brady in the Bucks.
Patrick Brady in the Bucks. If you're gonna say his full name, Ben, come on now. Come on, Nikki. Are we gonna pick for you?
I'm gonna pick the Niners.
She's going Niners.
Bang,
right.
bang, nine, bang.
Yep. The next game is Jets at Bills. I'm going Bills.
Jim.
Bills.
Yeah, I'm going Bills.
We good, Bree?
Nikki. Oh, sorry. I was right in. Sorry. Nikki.
I'm going Eat Bills.
I'm going Bills.
All right. Browns at Bengals. I'm going Bengals.
I didn't say.
Sorry.
Frank, don't rush it.
I'm going ready to go through it. Nikki, unless you want to go to sleep. I got Richards.
Listen, as I gotta pick between my ex that I still love, Stephon Diggs. And I'm also a believer in stunting them hoes Mike White, but he pissed me off being first and goal at the 1 yard line and went 4 and out at the 1 yard line. So it's like they could have beat the Vikings last week, but you want to go 4 and out at the 1 yard line. I'm gonna go Mike White. I'm gonna go Jets. Stunting them hoes, Mike.
Wow. Okay.
Ooh.
All right, now we're ready for the next game. Browns at Bengals. I'm going Bengals.
I'm going Bengals.
Bengals.
Nikki went Bengals.
Jim.
I'm going Browns.
Ben.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Browns because I'm gonna go Browns too because the Bengals can't beat the Browns. I don't know why, but yeah.
All right.
Okay, next.
Texans at Cowboys. I'm going Cowboys.
Who them boys?
Cowboys.
Okay.
About 16.5 points.
Jesus.
Jim.
Cowboys.
They're favored by 16 when the Cowboys murdered the motherfucking Colts. They need to be favored by 38.
Toby, stop. I'm going Cowboys too.
All right. Next game we have Vikings at Lions. Lions are favored by 2.5. I'm going Lions.
Upset.
Okay.
I'm going Lions.
Nikki.
It ain't no upset. I'm going Lions. It is what it is. It ain't gonna be no damn upset. Oh my God, this shit ain't hard. All right, he going Vikings.
Oh, Nikki, don't even do it. Don't even.
I know. I'm about to say she the last one.
We just gave you an hour and a half to think about the 49ers game.
But I am gonna go with Vikings.
I just told you that Like, so all that shit everybody just said, I just told you where he was going.
Right.
But let's go.
We know where Nikki's going with this team. Jaguars at Titans.
I'm going Titans.
Yeah, I'm going Titans too.
The Titans.
Who is it? Who are the Titans playing?
Jags at Titans.
Damn, that's a division game, no?
Yeah.
Who usually wins, Nikki?
The Titans.
Hence
Hence the reason why I don't like the Titans.
I mean, the Jags are 1-5 away this season, and the Titans are 3-2 at home. So that tells you.
I'm going. No, we've always lost to the Titans since I've been watching football. So they've had our number since I've been watching. But I am going Jags.
So
and Trevor did not practice today.
Nikki, I got a question for you. Right?
Nikki, did you watch that game?
I'm gonna write this down. Hold on, because we're gonna get through the pick'ems first.
Nikki, the way Trevor Lawrence's leg did a 360, I was like, ah! Like that was my legit reaction. Ah! I thought he was done. I was like, they just broke poor baby leg.
He would have been crying. Nikki would have been done. Should have been mourning. Should have been wearing black.
So I know why he's not fucking playing, Nikki, because that shit looked like
I'd have wore black today.
His leg did
I didn't watch it.
All right, next game.
I'm gonna send you the clip.
The Philadelphia Eagles are going to MetLife to play the Giants. I'm going Eagles.
Ben.
I'm going to us, but it will be one score game. I'll say that.
Okay. June. Who are you going?
Do you see June's face?
June, who are you going?
She now Breeze trolling.
Okay. June said Giants. Nikki. June said Giants. Nikki, who you go?
No, I definitely did not.
I'm going Eagles.
I'm also going Eagles. So we got June and Ben go Giants.
No, we're not.
Next game is Ravens at Steelers.
Y'all already know. Y'all already know the winning team. Look, I got Pickett. I got Pickens. I got both the Connors, both the Watts. You know, I don't even count Deontay Johnson because he's at one. I got Fryermuth. I'm going Steelers. Listen. I got Mika.
No Lamar. I'm going Steelers at home.
Yeah, I'm going Steelers too, unfortunately, but I'm going to go down.
Don't you unfortunately that? Don't do that.
Who you got?
I'm going Steelers.
June is going Baltimore.
No, I'm actually going Steelers. This guy's not playing.
Yeah, this is like the first time since like 2020 that we all went Steelers.
Hey, let me tell you something. You ready for the next pick? Y'all ready? I don't even have to say it. Yeah, I know who y'all gonna go for. Y'all ready? Chiefs at Broncos. Chiefs. Unanimous. Let's just do it.
Bronco country, let's ride.
Broncos to the ride.
Wait. No, wait. So yeah, everyone's going Chiefs, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Anybody here picks the fucking Broncos, just go jump off the damn roof of somebody's house into a pool in the brick winter.
You are so mean.
How you?
So wait, I was thinking something, right? So the clip that you had posted in Instagram where he was taking, his team photos and doing the video. You know how he was trying to make his voice aggressive. He was like, Bronco country, let's ride. And it was so cringy, right? And I'm thinking, like, when him and Sierra argue, is that his, like, man voice?
Listen, Sierra don't you know why? Because she know what she got. She's like, oh, no, it's okay, Russ, baby. You can say whatever you want. It's
no,
okay.
but, like, when he's aggravated or angry, is that, like, his angry voice? Because he was like, Bronco country, let's ride.
Yeah, let's go. Listen, look how disrespectful it is. Guess what the point spread? You got the Chiefs favored by 9.5 points. 9.5 points. But they got the Texans over Cowboys and Dallas 16.5 points. 9.5 points.
Well, the Texans are way worse than the Broncos.
Yeah, the Texans are already eliminated.
Bruh. Bruh.
They've only had one win against
Mhm.
the freaking Jaguars.
Everybody takes the L every once in a while, Nick. We all do. So next one, Panthers at Seahawks. I'm going Seahawks at home.
Yeah, I'm going home.
Fortunately, I gotta go with the Panthers to keep our playoff hopes alive. So I know what to do.
Bissa, Bree, you were right. Samantha Darnold ain't all that bad. That's what Ben. Remember you said that he ain't all that bad. Remember?
Okay. I ain't say all that now. Relax. I ain't say all that.
You said he
I
ain't
know.
that bad.
I did not say all that. Relax. I did not say all that.
Capping right now. You capping.
Benjamin.
I didn't say all that.
I'm look.
What?
I'm going Samuel Richard Donald. June, who you going? Nikki, you got Seahawks, right?
Mm-hmm.
June, who you going? Seahawks?
I'm going Gino.
Okay. All right, next, Frank.
All right, Dolphins at Chargers.
Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Dolphins.
They have.
I don't see them losing back-to-back games. They're 3-3.
Yep.
Chargers at 2-3 at home. Right now, the Dolphins need to win. They can't afford to lose. Chargers really don't have nothing to worry about.
Waddle and Tua are both questionable.
They're still favored 3 points away.
Mm-hmm.
Not even at home.
I'm going Jay Herbo. He got to get his groove back. I like him too much for him to be.
I like Jay Herbo. I do. You're right.
I like him too much for him to just fuck up.
I'm gonna stick to the Dolphins. Last game, Monday Night Football.
Wait. I didn't get June or Ben. Ben, who'd you say?
Dolphins.
June. Who the hell you going with, June?
Fins up.
Okay, Dolphins.
Yeah, June is not talking at all. All right, go.
All right, Monday Night Football, December 12th. We have the Patriots at Cardinals. They got the Patriots favored for 1.5 points.
Mm-hmm.
Over under is 44.5, 44.5.
Oh,
Pats.
I'm going Pats.
Who is it?
Patriots
at Cardinals. I'm going Cardinals. I'm going Cardinals at home.
Yeah, because you have
Cardinals are good in December, so I'm going Pats.
Would you say Frank? Because what?
to the James Conner. That's the only reason you picking the Cardinals.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's not.
If you take Conner off the team and you put him on the fucking Jags, you're picking the Jags every time just because he's
Yep.
But that's my man. I gotta stick beside him.
I'm glad you stick by him, girl. I'm glad you do.
Stick by my man.
Let's go. Let's wrap this up because.
All right.
I'm sorry. Who did you say?
Patriots at Cardinals.
Frank, why are you yelling?
Sorry.
All right, I go Pats. I'll be right back.
Okay, and
where you going?
June.
I got the Pats. No. It depends. It depends what plays they're calling this time, Frank. You gotta let me know.
Frank's Bill. He already know right now. They're running the ball. We know that.
Oh gosh, if they run the ball, they're gonna lose.
Mac Jones already spilt it.
No,
running game fucking sucks.
I got the Pats.
I'm relying on our defense, bro. That's what I'm relying on our defense. And that fucking Kyler Murray can't see over is he even starting?
Yeah.
He only got 14 touchdowns on the season. And
but he also been out like six games.
And my quarterback has 11. So yeah.
They gave him like $800 million. Like, stop. All right, that's it. We got it. Everybody locked in? Got the games. All right, let's close it up. Listen, great week. Awesome week. I'm glad that we were all on here at the same time. And our guest host is here today. Our guest Giants resident expert, Ben. Till next week. Ben, closing remarks.
It's always a wonderful It's always a wonderful time being on this podcast. Love talking football, love, getting re-hyped. So those are my two favorite things. And yeah, hope everybody has a good week.
Nikki.
All right, America. I've been MIA for a couple of weeks. I'll try to get my life together. I'm not home now. I'm in New Orleans, but it's all good. I found a way to make it through here. I just want the rest of the team know that I've been gone. Of course, they know, but when I got my award, y'all was the first people I called. So we still locked in, okay, y'all?
If we locked in,
we still
we're
locked
switching
in.
up.
Yeah, we still locked in. So, I guess the next time, America. That's it for me.
A great week for us and the Philadelphia Eagles. Shout out to Jalen Hurts for being the first player in NFL and only player in NFL history to have 6,500 passing yards and 1,500 rushing yards. That's a fact. Big shout out to Nikki. Big shout out to Nikki. Don't mess it up. Big shout out to Nikki for winning her award. So we're super proud of you. And honestly, I would have been mad if you didn't get it because we all knew you were.
Me too, Joe. Me too.
All right, Bree, go ahead and close it out. Bring us home, girl.
Always a pleasure doing this every week with you guys. Nikki, love seeing your beautiful face on here again. Period queen. Ow, skirt. You know, ow. My bitch won Sailor Air per. Ben, thank you for coming on this week. He fucking aggravates the hell out of me. Go more.
Of course, I got to do my thing. So why not?
But it's always a pleasure doing it with the other two light-skinned knuckleheads on next to me as well, the Puerto Rican knuckleheads. But thank you guys for listening to Frank Presents the Play Call. Follow us on our socials. Bye.
Bye.